Maybe you are already watching this video after the premiere of the special episode, as there is very little time left for its release at the time of posting this video. On April 17th, Hasbro did a live broadcast to announce the new things coming for the franchise. The last time they did an event like this, they announced a lot of new stuff for the next season of Power Rangers, but this time they only focused on action figures. That same day they posted a lot of stuff all over the internet, and today I'm going to introduce them to you in this video. Let's start with the new action figures that are added to Hasbro's roster, and one of these figures is the Turbo Red Ranger. We know Tommy was Turbo's Red Ranger, but this time the one they used was TJ. The costume and helmet design look great to me, but I think Hasbro failed yet again on the face. I don't mean the face is poorly done, but the action figure doesn't look like TJ. Another thing I don't like is his haircut, as the front part is round and TJ doesn't have it that way. Like other action figures, this one comes with his blaster, his two swords, hand switch and special energy effects. Another action figure they released was RPM's Yellow Ranger, which looks quite like the actress. I really like the hair on this action figure, and the costume is also very well done. I think Hasbro can work better on the facial expressions of the action figures, as this would give it more realism. Later in the video we can see an action figure they released, and they did a good job with facial expressions. The third action figure they released is the Blue Ranger from Lightspeed Rescue, which many have criticized since the actor has an Asian resemblance and this action figure looks like a Latino. Another thing that seems very strange to me is that in the photo they published to promote the action figure the face looks one way, and, in the photo they used to sell the product, the face looks different. These are the two photos, and I want you to leave your opinion in the comments. We know that it is very difficult to create an action figure that closely resembles the actor, and even more so when the cost of the product is low. There are action figures that are an exact copy of the actor, but the cost of these products is very high and very few people are willing to pay that price. After this, they released the newly remastered Mighty Morphin action figures, which include Zack, Kimberly, Tommy, and Jason. These new figures look more like the actors and come with some additional goodies. One of these things is a small morpher, the energy effect on the ground, the green candle for Tommy, and you can also use the Green Ranger shield on all the Rangers. Another figure they released is the Minotaur, but in its original version and not in its robot version as it's going to look like in the special episode. The good part of an action figure like this is that, not being a human, then they have more creative freedom, and that was demonstrated. This figure is excellent, and his details are very good, including his horns and hair. This figure comes with his weapon and shield, plus an energy effect for his horns. All these action figures are very good, but the action figure that I am going to present to you now has been the best one that they have published of Power Rangers. I present to you Rita Repulsa in her original version, which has several face changes as she has different facial expressions. These faces are spectacular, and that is what makes this figure the best we have ever seen in the Power Rangers collection. The action figure looks very much like the actress, and the expressions are impressive as she really looks like she is alive. The material they used for the clothing is different, and this action figure also comes with her staff. Honestly, it has been the best thing Hasbro has created for the Power Rangers franchise. The last thing they released is the Dino Megazord action figure in black and gold, which has a hefty price tag. They also included the Black Ranger in the Create Your Own Ranger with your photo, as previously we could only use the Red Ranger and Pink Ranger. Even though this technology is awesome, I think they need to improve one thing. The body of each Ranger does not change. By this we are not saying that they should change the size of the body, but they should change the gender. When a woman wants to be the Black Ranger, she makes her Black Ranger action figure, then she gets a woman's face, but with a man's body. This is something they can improve on, as they should give fans the option to change their body and make their Ranger the way they want. Hasbro also released several official posters celebrating the 30th anniversary of the franchise, which include the blue, black, yellow, pink, and red Rangers, but also includes the Dino Megazord. These posters are created by the same artist who has created some art for Hasbro on Power Rangers and therefore have the same style. Then in the Power Rangers social media, they published a short video of the special episode where we can see Rocky and Zack fighting against the Putty Patrollers in the juice bar to save Min. In this battle we can see several things, and we got a hit of nostalgia, including the location, the music, and the battle. Let's start with the special effects. In the original series, when a Ranger hits a Putty Patroller very hard, it is destroyed into pieces. Now it is also destroyed in pieces, but they have improved the effect and these pieces look like rocks. Inside this effect they put smoke and improve a lot how the final effect looks like. Even so, I think the effect can be improved, because if we notice it has no shadow, and although these effects only appear for a very short time, even so, the difference is noticeable. Another thing that happened in this video is that Zack used his fighting style, which he mixes with dance and calls it hip-hop Kido. This fighting style takes us back to the 90s, and with this we know that this episode is going to be full of nostalgia. Finally, today a GIF of the Power Rangers controlling the Dino Megazord was published. In this image we can see that Billy is the leader controlling the Megazord, and if we compare it with the old Megazord we can see that they changed the controls a bit. Now the Rangers have more space, and we don't have that glass in front of the Rangers that was in the way a little bit. The interesting thing about this is that here we can see that all the original colors are there, which means that Trini's daughter is going to accompany the old Rangers controlling the Megazord. This could become a very epic moment, as we would have a new Ranger controlling a Megazord for the first time. If you are ready for the special episode, like this video and subscribe to control the Power Rangers Megazord.